Alright, Michael, I'm going to try to do this all in one take. Character: Norman, an average postman who's actually the most prolific drug dealer in America. Evil. Theme: evil does not pay. It does pay. Really well, actually. I'm very tired. This may not work. Item: a box of nails. Plot shred: people are dying left and right, but given the amount of crime, no one seems to give it a second thought. Place: a swimming pool that's really just a massive hot tub. Genre: romantic comedy. I had to draw two dilemma cards here. I drew the 10 of diamonds, which is upsetting, and the 6 of diamonds, which is even more upsetting. This 10 of diamonds is libertarian wank fiction, and 6 of diamonds is everyone cares about what Xavier would think, but he never shows up. Alright. Cue theme. Xavier is the greatest libertarian in existence. He knows that government shouldn't interfere with people's lives, nor should it care whether or not one of those people is a mutant, but that's aside the point. Alright, the rather lame story today begins with a woman sitting in an elaborate hot tub talking to her good friend while smoking a cigar. Very womanly. Talk about how they used to own this town and how evil has run amok. Evil pays, she says. Very well. Goes to work the next day at her job as the head of a prestigious detective agency, you know, some kind of big building place with important people in it. I haven't really had time to think it through, but let's just run with it for now. Norman comes up to deliver her some detective files, because, like, through the mail and stuff. It's just, here you go, post for you. And she's all like, thanks. He's just a postman. Laura's her name, by the way. She knows that Norman is the man behind all of these drugs, but and she's really tired of it. She can't really prove it. Christians don't do drugs, though, because libertarian stuff. So she's not happy about it. Get me? Anyway, she decides to go undercover and go on a date with him to try to trip him up so she can catch him and prove that he's the one behind all of the drugs and, like, he's the drug lord. But it's funny because romantic comedy, because they have disagreeing views. You see, he does drugs and she doesn't, and she comes into the culture and it's all like, whoa, what's that? Because funny, romantic comedy, ha ha ha. She ends up seeing him empty a nail gun, or a nail box, a box of nails into a nail gun, and shoot somebody's face off because this Norman guy didn't get his money. Anyway, they bust him and take him to jail, but she realizes something just as they take him away. She loves him. She has to rescue him. But then she thought about what Xavier would do, as she always does, because, well, it turns out Xavier wouldn't save him. But she goes and rescues him anyway. She busts him out of jail and goes away with him. And they live happily ever after. So, Michael, I know this was ill-conceived and very late. It's hard to write when there's a group of people hammering outside of your apartment for the only 2 hours that you have for 3 days. Also, I'm getting married soon, so I'm really, really busy all the time when I'm not at work. So those hammering, when they were hammering on the walls, the only time that I had, that really messed me up. But since I'm getting married, the next prompt that you give me should be wedding themed, because my next video is on Monday, and that's when I get married. Well, I'll have time to do that. So anyway, your prompt, as I'm pulling up right now. Character: Edward J. Smith, captain of the Titanic. Theme: some conspiracy theories are very, very true sometimes. Item: The schematics comparing the Titanic with its sister ship, the Olympic. Place: Queenstown, Ireland. The ship's last stop before heading off on its final voyage. Genre: documentary. Plot shred: the Titanic, at least the Titanic that we know, never sank. It actually was switched with its sister ship, Olympic, before its maiden voyage. Alright, Michael, I will see you later.